It says we are,
Okay.
but I'm not seeing anything happening here.
Live
All
for 10
right.
seconds. Yep. So
Yeah, but why am I not showing
um,
on my actual? That's weird because I'm not hearing. Ah, it's because of delay. Ah, there we go. Ta-da! We're here. Good thing nobody else is yet, which is fine by me. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, I wonder if I can do it this way. Probably not. No, just report and block you. Shit, that's no good. All right, Katie, I'll figure out how to make you a moderator yet. Okay, we're going to talk as if somebody's going to eventually watch this show. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Cannabis. Cannabis, our best friend. As you can tell by the title of the show, it's a healthy and happy community. And frankly, lately, I haven't seen a lot of happiness or health in our community. We've got a lot of people out there that are struggling, and I kind of want to address that and maybe even some strategies to make it better for the people that are out there. My guest tonight is Kitty Bad Kitty out of Manitoba. Um, she spends a lot of time with both myself and my other guest, Mark, also known as Jibe. We coffee clatch in the morning. That's vernacular for wake and bake. And basically, circumstances are such that Kitty and I can actually putter around our homes and be on Discord together for a good portion of our day as we're doing our work. So I would like to, at this point, welcome Kitty Bad Kitty and also Mark.
Hi,
So,
good evening, everybody. Yeah, so it's,
and
it's nice to be in this community because, like Lucas was mentioning, a lot of people are struggling, going through different events in their lives, whatever it may be. Um, and it's good to have people to rely on. And like she was mentioning, having the consistency of someone there day to day. Kitty's also been my friend for a few years now, and probably one of the most reliable people for me, helping me out, navigating some of life's tough decisions and some of the weird shit we encounter as adults, right? Shit hits us
yeah, and
more, right?
to sing Kitty's praises further, Kitty is an excellent listener, and she's not just sitting there waiting for you to finish talking so she can speak. She listens to you,
Yeah, you got to give
and
her everyone.
that is yeah. And I won't say she's perfect at it. We all have our moments, but I will say that she very much is listening to what you're telling her, and she gives you very good feedback. So, Kitty, I want to give you gratitude right now. Thank you very much. Oh, and she gives a great bong rips. Um,
Make sure to find friends to reach out to because I didn't for a long time.
yes, yeah.
Once I understood it, it was so much better, so much better. Made leaps and bounds once I started talking.
Yeah, as the men in our social circles go, we tend to I'm not a man, I swear to God. Um, but they tend to swallow back. They may edge talk about the pain, and then you get the that's okay, it's all right, it doesn't bother me kind of thing. And that is the biggest bullshit lie that all of us tell ourselves as we're trying to struggle to get out what our problems are. We'll say things like, "That's okay, it's all right, it doesn't bother me," when in fact it frickin' bothers you. So the fact that G-Bay was able to break through and get right down to the nitty gritty of what was going on with him to his friends, and to consider us enough close enough friends to do that, it was an honor to be able to listen and to be able to help. And the same thing goes for me to them. There was a point when I actually wasn't feeling heard by G-Bay, And so I confronted him about it. And I pointedly told him exactly the problems I was having in the communications with him, and he showed up for it, and he listened to me, and but again, he was going through his own problems, so I was being a little selfish on my own end, but you know, that's kind of what is it is a little bit of the give and take, and you don't always want to be the one that's doing the giving, and you don't always want to be the one that's doing the taking on this kind of a situation.
It's ebb and
So
flow.
it's really nice. Would you say, dear?
It's like an ebb and flow, right? You gotta
Exactly,
comes and
exactly.
goes, and you gotta do your equal share, right? So it was,
Yes.
I was easily, in my 40s before I started, making sense of how to communicate. So you gotta learn that shit. You gotta listen to people. You gotta watch your words, and you gotta let people talk to you if they need to. And, be it your partner, your friend, or hell, even a stranger. If someone, just ask for
That could be my worst thing too, is just not letting people talk just because I either am not comfortable with what they're saying or I'm just being rude. Sometimes I'm just rude and I try to do better. I really do. And in that regard, also Kitty is she's been really helpful with me because I can bounce things off of her after I've said something upsetting to somebody else and got a reaction that was upset from them to say, did I cause that? What was my role in that? And very helpful. That kind of instant feedback, helpful. So if anybody is out there and watching this and says, yeah, this Discord is bullshit. Some of the Discords are toxic, for the lack of a better word. They're just not meant for the kind of conversations that we're talking about. I'm so sorry. But it just happens that we're a member of Kitty's Discord, which is the Good Weed, and it is a very small social group. And in that, we don't get a lot of the outward. We've I don't want to sound exclusive because I want to be inclusive in our whole community. But I call Kitty's room my safe place. I can go in there and I know I'm not going to get just bashed by somebody that doesn't know me or care about me because everybody in that room knows me. Everybody in that room cares about me. Or if they don't care about me, they know enough not to say anything about it. So, I mean, it's
And we
just a
try to
really
keep
nice
it
place.
respectful.
Exactly. Exactly. The Caribou Heart chat rooms also on Discord. I enjoy going there as well. Those are fun and pretty close to the same, but it's a different vibe and it's a different group of people. But yeah, that's I do go in there and it's nice to be able to have somebody to trim with or take a bong rip with or um what have you. And it's nice. But I don't have a lot of places I go. There's another one. It's I gotta actually look it because I don't want to mess up the name of it because they're very welcoming people. Um,
the friends of
Discover Cannabis and Friends. Yes, that's another one it's just about a small community of people that have a like interest in cannabis.
yeah.
And that is what ties us all together is the cannabis.
Yeah, I ended up in that one too. I forget who invited me there, but it's nice. I go there once in a while when no one's around. The good weed or the caribou.
Yep, there aren't too many. I go to Irie, but not as often. That tends to be a lot more people coming and going and strangers that I don't off yeah, sometimes I'm caught off guard by them and it, I don't want to be a
Well,
snob about it, but it yeah,
it's fun, but yeah, like you said, it's a different vibe. So it's like
it's a whole different vibe. Yes.
good.
So yeah, if you're I would suggest if you don't belong to any Discord groups and you're looking to join one, start with Caribou I don't is it called Caribou on the Discord channel? Let me look real quick. That's crew. Hmm.
But yeah,
It's
there's a
the Booth
bunch of
Crew.
different people on the
Yes,
Caribou.
the Booth Crew.
Mm.
Hey, you folks on the Booth Crew, by the way, and they're all sitting there talking and chatting. Get over to our show right now. I'm
Yeah,
not going to call you dicks, but hey, you knew this was going down.
come on, boys.
Come on, guys. Don't go later. Oh, I forgot.
Like as I grew older and moved back to my hometown after years spent away out west, I kind of lost contact with a lot of the group I grew old with, or just not the group but the guys or whatever. Right? Things change and you meet different people and you go down different paths. And so having all
And
the
that's
boys
okay.
from the booth crew, I guess we'll call it, or the garden club. And like when I went down
Yes.
south, man, it was like I got to see everybody. It was that was life changing. That was good.
Yeah, that was the other thing too is within the community of the Caribou Heart Booth Crew is a smaller group called the Garden Club. And it's another tightening in of the social circle. It was the Garden Club. And I am a member of the Garden Club, but I'm not really a member of the garden. He's a true member of the Garden Club. I do outdoor grow, so competitions and stuff. It's not. I'm not available like this past month or so. It's been 1 or 2 months now since we've had the meetup. We had a meetup and there was a little cup and it was great fun, but my stuff was pretty old by the time they had the cups, so I don't participate. However, they are garden club members that do organic grow, and I get a lot of good tips from them. So in that regard, I am a club member, but yeah, it's mostly some the dudes from they found each other at Caribou, and yeah, found out there. A lot of them are closely living together down south, as far as close being within a few hundred miles of each other. They've got a little cluster.
Yeah, it was
So
quite the
that is
trip.
how the garden club came to be.
Yeah, it's nice to they, be honored into
Uh,
it.
Welcome, Major General. Yes, just say no to autos. Although,
Currently have
although,
no autos growing and currently
uh,
any
you know
outdoor.
what? I will say this though. I've got 4 autos growing in my garden right now, and what I basically did is I had a shitload of auto seeds, and basically I had a couple 100-gallon pots, and I just fucking broadcast them in my pots, tamped them down and watered them in. And some of them I watered well, and some less than well, and only 4 of them of all my seeds popped. But they were looking pretty cool. They look like miniature photo period plants right now, but they are definitely small. They're about
It
that big.
happens. Yeah. No, some of the
So
autos I was
cute.
growing weren't providing the the bud itself was great, but the quantity was just so waste of space really. Great quality bud, but just not enough. Major's right. Same with
Mhm.
others.
I've grown. I don't need to prepare for disappointment. That was just. I want to get rid of them seeds. I've made myself enough disappointments this year in my garden just by not being present to grow my photo periods. But I'm still pulling in a pretty good yield this year.
As
Not
it is.
like G-Bay.
Well, hey, you've done what I've done before, like only just a year or two ago. I know what it's like to be a solo gardener with large outdoor plants and stuff. Man, you kick some ass out there, so
Thank
it's
you.
motivating.
Yeah, you're finding out this year that it takes a village, even if you are by yourself in your home.
Oh
You
yeah,
just,
I do miss
um,
the help. I do miss the help of Barefoot for sure, since he's not around no more. But I do
but
have help here trimming, so you know what I
yeah,
mean. Onward and upward, and just get her going.
yeah, just sometimes it's just those clutch moments that really help the single gardener. For example, when I had the year that I broke my hip, that spring I was just not in a good place for gardening, and I was at an up pot that if Spartan grown and anything grows had come over and done it for me. I don't know what my garden would look like that year. I would still had one, but I don't think it would have been anything to talk about. It would have been one of those for the books that best not talk about that. Those plants are so sad and stunted, and yeah.
Well, the
But
thing with gardening too is like it's good to have friends, but you like I don't want to get too hippie about it, but like plants not necessarily can be your friends, but they can be a place to go to where you can kind of get in like the flow state. You get in there, you start plucking leaves. You got 20 plants to go through, whatever you have in your setup, and
yeah,
next thing you know, you've entered a space where you can. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you get there and you start working and nothing's happening, but the bad mood.
but the voices in your head, yeah,
Trust
that's
me,
But
I've
usually
been living like this for years. I got anxiety and depression. I didn't really, I shrugged it off for many years. I was like, I fought it. But what happened was I, I was acting I changed my whole day to day way of living because of the way I was feeling instead of expressing myself and, processing it all. So, yeah, now that I'm working through it, it's, I'm getting a lot better. It's helping big time.
yeah,
I got
having
lots
a
of inspiration.
hobby is super important, especially when you're going through a hard time. Like having
I would
that balance
agree.
in your
But I
life.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got all emotional for
yeah.
a second. Lost myself.
Like having that space to go to, that is either just yours or your shared space or whatever it is that you need to regenerate. Like that's so important. It's such good self-care.
yeah. Um, I know that Kitty would rather cut off her head than me show this, but if you guys wouldn't mind, I'm going to share because Kitty does not like being on camera. That's why she's off camera. But I recently visited her and I went inside her bird aviary and we hung out there for a little bit and communed with the birds. And I'd like to play a video of that.
This is
So
my,
without,
I wouldn't even call this a hobby, it's more of an obsession.
um, in fact, since just a few months ago taking this video, everything's changed and she's got less birds on one end and more birds on another end and another smaller little aviary. And but without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and play that video
That's why
really
they're
quick.
pollinators. And then, yes, you have all the lovebirds on each other.
Lovely. I'll take all the love I can get. Except for that love bite. That love bite hurts. It's like he knows it, but it's not a competition. It's not a competition.
Oh, yes, and they like to play with your ears and your earrings, like this.
Yeah, yeah. The one of them was on my gold earring, like nobody's business a little bit ago. But it's a reflection in the shiny. And they are deconstructors. That's I got one on the camera. That's funny. Everybody's going to be a director in this film. No, he says I'm not coming. And there's also off camera, which we can't see right now, is Blue Kiss. Me and Victor, Blue Kiss. And she is a pirouette, and I will show her. I took some film of her earlier, and I will show more of her. See that? Just now, that got a shot of blue shot in the tail. On my glass again. Don't usually have the stumps to sit on.
Yeah.
Nice for them.
Yeah, they like my dog's glasses too.
And we've also got two pair of peach face. No.
Yeah.
The peach face lovebirds.
Yes.
That are in the corner that
sorry, Fisher lovebirds.
Fisher lovebirds in the corner that are supposedly trying to build. Oh, okay, that was cute. That was real cute. Trying to build a little life over there and maybe make some eggs. And that is the actual goal. I think that's the goal, isn't it, Katie?
Yes.
For you to actually get into the breeding of the birds and
taming and
taming. Yeah,
they're groomers. Sorry, that's why they
they do
this?
the picking.
the picking because they groom you. And, yeah, they just like your hat. And that's why they're on there because they just like it.
Well, isn't it? I mean, it's, if people do what they're going to do. And I knew they would go after that, and that's fine. But that way, if accidents happen, because sometimes accidents with birds happens. I get shit on it. If the cleanup is so much easier. And, you know, you could be walking around outside and get shit on.
I can't believe the story that happened the other day that I got pooped on outside the cage, and that was the first time it had ever happened.
So
I was like,
sweet.
how did I get pooped on?
Yeah, I was
Walking
just sitting
by.
there minding my own business when.
Yeah,
Who was the culprit?
Lemmy. Lemmy is our splayed leg little baby here. So when he hangs on the step out, buddy. You'll notice his legs are further apart than the rest of the birds. We got
He's a
him.
splayer.
Yeah, we got him with splayed legs. No scooter. So his legs sit further apart than say Scooter's.
Oh, he likes my gold ring.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, oh no, that's
Don't
me now.
Yeah, don't pinch Lemmy because that's hard to get. But you'll see Scooter's legs are closer together. But Lemmy is our first baby that we ever had. Yeah,
There you go, Lemon. You can't really, yes, his legs are definitely splayed.
yeah. That's not being the Jubilee either, okay?
I don't really see how they run unless they, look at, or the camera front.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny. That is so funny. We have a director right now.
Yeah.
That's why we're getting a little camera shake, but that's okay. Now let's do a bong rip while these guys are wondering why
Oh,
the
maybe
heck they're.
not. It's going to do that very easy for you right now.
Oh, that's all right. I just shake them off. Shake them off. Shake them off. You go up on the perch. There you go. Perch up, sister. The brother. That was brother. See? That's so change or nothing up my sleeve.
Just to know, we're calling them sisters. She did DNA test. There's not a lot of sisters in this group. On with the video.
For the first time in here, I am brutalist.
Right? I don't have them very well trained, so generally what I'm shooting for is them to come when they're asked to come onto you, but I don't have them trained that way yet. Did you get some?
Yeah, I got a perched them out. Perfect.
Cover that back up so they don't sploop it all over the place.
There we go. See the top of my head when they land again.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. More.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Hey, that's what I've looked at from today. No, actually, you look pretty good on all the film that you're on today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Spots to see in Manitoba.
Yeah.
The center of Canada.
The
Center of it all. We were there. We've got coordinates. We've got proof.
Here, do you have a lighter?
No. I thought I had one. What happened?
I'll go in and
Hi,
pass
girl.
you.
There you go. Let's share that one. Perhaps I need a handler. No, I don't. Just help.
I almost lost mine.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to blow completely on you.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in here, which you guys can't see on film, but there are several nesting boxes that they can go in, toys to swing on. We sit at the table and do our bong rips out there, and it's a general rule, and hang out with the Shizus, of which there are 5. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've got a hat that's alive.
You do, they're fighting on top of you.
Oh my
Goodness. Come on, Scooter.
Oh my goodness, it's like I have a fan on my head.
I know.
And a little side pin.
See, it's amazing how when I used to have them out, they would fly over the weed and it would go flying.
Oh,
We had to
yeah,
get ones with magnet lids.
I like the ones with that.
And there you have, I could have actually showed another video after this one too, but
That's
She
okay.
doesn't. Yeah, she says no. And it's a good video too. It's our eggs. I had three total, but this is what you get to see of our kitty. But basically, that is our Discord mornings too. Just maybe do a couple bong rips and have some conversation. And I just had the pleasure of doing it with her this summer, and I was very grateful for that.
That aviary looks pretty chilled, and
It is. I love it. I love having it, and it's amazing. And right now, like Blue said, I just figured out the DNA. So they're all boys, but my polar bird. So
Yeah,
I got
Paula.
one girl, yeah. And yes, but I love hanging out in there, and it's so much fun.
And also Sunset Video, and I only alluded to Blue Kiss. If I played the second one, we'd see Blue Kiss too, but
Yeah.
we won't. I won't do it. I won't do it. And maybe on the outro.
animals are good
But
too for, you know,
yeah,
you know, sometimes
well,
just
I mentioned her five Shih Tzus, which yeah, they are definitely active.
Pandemonium.
I got two dogs and they help sometimes, and I just, some nights I've been feeling, pretty low, and snuggle with the puppies, and it's like, you start laughing because I do something goofy, and then next thing you know, your mood changes a little bit, or they'll
Yeah.
nudge their head into you, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
yay, someone does care, yay,
Yeah.
it's just a dog.
Trying to be in a bad mood with a dog. It's pretty tough
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
unless they're doing something you don't want them to do. Then it's pretty easy. But as a rule, yeah, their companionship is unparalleled. It really is. I can't think of another animal that would serve as good a purpose. I
Yeah, it
really
Or
can't.
happens.
they make you feel good. They always are
Yeah.
happy to see you, no matter what.
Yeah.
They just are like, woohoo, mama's home. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking even today, uh, most of you know me, and those that no pooping live chat. Okay, no pooping live chat. No talking shit, man. But most of you know that I go to yoga 3 days a week and a couple hours per day. And Fridays is my best day, most relaxing day. I generally don't have a lot of running around to do on Fridays. But in between my two yoga classes, I have an hour, so I go into a hot tub that also has the waterfall comes right down on you with hot water, just like what you've got inside, and it is so therapeutic and it is so calming for me. And just like with the stripping of the leaves that Jibe was talking about, it's kind of like that. You just get into it, and in this case, I don't do a lot of thinking. I just will concentrate on what that water is doing, usually to my neck right here, because I carry all my worry and all of my problems right here. And that's another thing that we discuss in Discord and work on in Discord, Kitty and I, is just spot exercising. G-Bay also has jumped on the not exercise so much, but he's been running with his dogs, and it seems to clear his head from what he's told us, making a world of difference.
Yeah, I was walking every day for a while, and then,
You're muted,
uh,
G-Bay.
oh, sorry, I talked over him. Sorry about that, bud.
No, he was muted.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to run with a husky.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know that I have any running days left in me, but I can sure explore the edges of my flexibility. And it just recently noticed the difference between about 3 weeks ago, I started feeling better, stronger. I picked something up. We do a lot of core work, and I was picking something up and having to hold it up that was really heavy. And it was something that in the past would have made me really tense up and have to work to keep it up. And it was simple to hold up. And I was like, Mother F, yeah, finally happened. And at the same time, I had a click in my back that went away. And my back feels very fluid. My strength is there from having strengthening in my core, and I've got fluidity back. So even though I am 65, I don't feel like I walk and present 65 years old. I feel like I'm so much younger, and that in and of itself has made me feel so much better about everything.
Yeah, I paid more attention to my flexibility lately, making sure I can still like touch my toes, go flat handed almost on the floor, like
Yeah.
stretch my legs all around and this and that. Because I'm getting weird. I'm 43, so I'm getting some weird little pains and some weird. I'm fucking in my 40. Shit's happening, right? I gotta pay attention to that, and I wish I would have had this mindset that I've got today, like years ago, because I wasted so many years drinking and partying and just being a fucking idiot. Mind my language. Like honestly, it was so fun at the time, but like I wasn't. I'm not that person now. So to look back, I can't really say, oh, I was doing it wrong, because at the time it was right.
Yeah.
But in that process, I became an alcoholic. Not to the point of everyday drinking and ruining my life
Yeah.
or anything, but weekend binging, and I got a DUI. Like fuck, I was bad at one point, man.
That sounds kind of ruinous.
Fucking
A little bit
doing
ruinous.
drugs and shit. Like it was bad. So like I'm not surprised that my life's the way it is right now. Just because I did some dumb shit back in the day, and I have to process that now. Because like I don't believe in karma or whatever, but like you got to pay your dues. You can't just
Yeah.
go through life skating and acting like an
I,
idiot and then just
I,
come out the other end with a solid mind and a great life job, health, all that shit, all the good
I,
stuff. It doesn't work like that. I had to give up a lot of shit to live that life I lived in the past. And here we are today sitting in this chair processing it all. It's tough as
but
hell. So, talk to your
nobody
friends, pay attention.
deserves
What's
to
that, kid?
be
Sorry?
said. Nobody deserves shittiness, Jube. It's not something. Uh, it's not
Yeah,
something
even
deserved. It's
yes.
not. Yeah. So sorry. I just
Even
wanted
if
to.
your behavior wasn't the best that it could have been, nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
Like
but
that's basically like saying a crackhead doesn't deserve a second chance. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was an alcoholic, Jube. Like you know
yeah,
that I was an alcoholic, and
yeah.
so that was a previous life.
But yeah, to get out of it, you got to face a lot of shit. You can't hide from anything. That's what I've been learning. Like I was like, oh, I'll just deal with that later, and well, that does nothing. Like you got to like face everything head on. Like me and Blue
Yeah.
Kiss, we had to sit and talk to get through our little thing. Like we couldn't ignore it. We had to fix
Yeah.
it.
It had to be addressed, or it would have been corrosive.
Yeah, right. It would have just stewed and caused a bunch of unnecessary bullshit.
Yeah.
But we were both adults, and we were just like, "Hey, this happened. Let's not worry about it. Let's just be friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's deal with it, and going forward, do better.
Light that joint. Let's watch this river flow for a minute, right?" So
Yeah, that's where we were at the river. Yeah, and those conversations are best had face to face too. And I mean, it was a real cathartic that booth crew meetup that we had. It's a core of people that, yeah, there was more than 20 people there, and I can't say all of them I was really close to. Some of them I just met that weekend, but there was a core group of people that I am very close to, and even though this is internet imaginary land, which GB and I are no longer.
that's it. Wipe it.
Um, yeah, just because we cannot physically be together does not make these relationships as valid as the ones that I have in real life. Because
Yeah,
this is my real life too. A lot of people put on fronts coming on here and there. They're who they say they are, and we've met a lot of people like that, and we've had people like that in our community. Um, and that was the other thing that I wanted to address is, yeah, we've hit some, I won't call them predators, but people in our community that were not there with good intentions. And they caused some problems, but they eventually weeded themselves out. And that's the beauty of it is you can't be playing people in a group like this because you get found out too easy. And a few people that they no longer come into our group for whatever reason that they can give, but they just, a little sketchy. Sketchy people in there, you get good people, wonderful people, but just like in real life, you get the sketchies too.
it's hard to vet everybody, right? So, but
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing. I want to be as inclusive as I can, and coming into this, that's kind of what I wanted to do is be as inclusive as I can, but I've come to find out you shouldn't be inclusive with everybody in your community like I do because I am so open and I do consider these people my friends and you people my friends. You people, that's right. I called you you people. I'll wear it.
Yeah, it's been a while because I started using Discord years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, easy. I don't know, a while back, anyways. And it
Yeah.
just grew to the point that I'm busy with life. You're working all the time, and you lose contact with your friends. Like I said, you become kind of distant. I don't have a social job. Um, yeah, so I was using Discord as a friendship outlet, and it came to the point where yeah, I developed some really strong friendships with most of these people. That even if Discord was to shut down, I would be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah, we'd find somewhere else to be
yeah,
friends.
give me your number, man, so I can stay in
Yeah,
touch."
we're still friends. Yes. Yeah, Discord does make it easy. I'm not being an ad for Discord, although that does sound like it right now. It just happens to be the medium. Um, yeah, we send each other our memes and clips on IG and Facebook, and we're also Facebook friends. So it's not like we're just Discord friends. We're all around media friends. So that we're pretty much immersed in each other's lives. We are real people. God damn it.
Yeah, I've met you, big word. You're not if I can't speak internet imaginary anymore either.
And you're not an I.
No, but I got lots of trimming to do. I gotta don my gloves again here and get
Well,
going.
thank you for coming out and spending some time with us. And
Well, I needed it. I love
also,
having the talks with you and Kitty because I'm like you were saying earlier, the morning chats and stuff. Some mornings I need some going to hang with, man, and who better than you two, right? You guys know. You guys, take
well,
care.
in my opinion, nobody, but
You guys take care of me, and it's nice. I like it.
well, and I'm glad you do come out, G-Bay. We're glad to have your support, and I know I can speak for Kitty too because you're there for us as well.
Couple internet moms. You guys are guys. You always help.
That's all right.
That's it.
We're,
Well,
we're more than happy to have you.
back at her, folks. Love both of you. Love everyone out there. And
All
like,
right. Also, before you take off, I will say this. Tonight, you did say there is going to be a Caribou Heart
we're having a
shit show. Allegedly, I haven't yet, but allegedly, I might join you under an influence of something psychedelic.
You're done.
I don't know.
No,
But
I love
right
y'all.
now,
Don't be afraid to talk
I'm
to your
doing
friends.
good.
It helps. It's opened up worlds
Yes.
for me to relieve some of the anxiety and shit I have. So yeah, talk to your
All
friends
right.
about all this stuff.
We'll see you up the road.
Have a good night. Take care, everyone.
Good trimming.
See you later, G-Bay. Sorry, I'm having really awful reception right now, Blue.
Can you hear us?
Can you?
'Cause I can hear you pretty clearly
Now
right
I
now.
can. Okay, good. Now I can hear you. I
I
left the
wonder
room. I went into a different room.
okay, that's fine.
I just won't smoke anymore for a little bit.
I wouldn't recommend that at all.
Yeah.
And
Oh
and
yeah.
and
When I get to that
speaking
point,
of
I'll cut
that,
back.
yeah, speaking of that, we touched on this the last time we talked about cannabis as medicine, but the cannabis does keep me mood leveled. Is that the correct
Yeah.
way to say it? There are times, just like everybody else, where I get out of control a little bit or a little depressed, and even with that, I feel that the cannabis is really helpful. So,
Oh
but I've
yeah.
had different people in my life recently. Well, one person in particular go off cannabis because they thought it would be better for them overall for their health because they were going through some things. But I will be here to say that probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks in, that person decided that was a dumb idea. And they also the pharmaceuticals that were causing the issues got adjusted. So it makes a world of difference. Think about that before giving up on our herb. Our herb is a pretty special thing.
It is. It freaking changed my life. I went from always being in bed to being out of bed and productive, like a productive person. It was amazing. There was, of course, other things that was occurring at. I
Same
had quit
time.
drinking, yeah. So I
Yeah.
quit drinking. I actually quit drinking before I started smoking cannabis, but again, because I've always smoked, but I just wasn't using it as medication. I was using it
Right.
recreationally. So yeah, it changed my life. And it's funny because people that have uh, different views of cannabis and maybe some old school views of cannabis and what all the propaganda that's been told to them has, like, it is just so hard to get past it sometimes and realize that it is something that helps people.
Well, the same person I was referring to that had quit, he is about your age,
Okay.
a little bit younger. Yeah, he's just a little bit younger.
Uh,
Um, but all his family, I won't say they're anti-cannabis. They aren't,
mm,
but they are definitely still have the propaganda thinking fully ingrained because they're, as he says, yeah, I've decided to quit using. They're just going, yeah, attaboy, attaboy, and I'm like,
mm-hmm.
oh well. I hope you find the right path. It was kind of, but I just
Yeah.
kept my mouth shut because that was for the best. Um, but yeah, I'm glad he came back to it. It's probably making the world of difference. I haven't really discussed it in full detail. It's none of my
Mm-hmm.
business really, but he appears to be doing pretty good with it. So
Awesome. That's
that's what
good.
I
It's,
said.
yeah, it is so, it's so beneficial for me. Uh, like some days I smoke more than others, but that's all right. Some days I smoke substantially less than others, so it kind of, I smoke it as I need it, not, yeah. Oh, I still smoke it recreationally too. Sometimes I just want to get freaking blasted,
Yeah.
but
Well,
that's a
shit.
whole other
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, but then, and then the other thing that with cannabis is if you do have a problem with other substances, any other substances, there's no such thing as a gateway drug. It just
No,
is not. You will either do that other drug or you will not do the other drug. Cannabis has zero to do with it.
yeah,
And it's just, um, yeah, instead of waking up the next day with a hangover, you're just going to get up the next day and maybe cough a little bit on that first bong rip.
yeah,
Shouldn't have went so hard yesterday.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of what I am as far as. But I've got a very visceral reaction with alcohol, and I've recently learned just how bad with some people. Because my husband actually died of complications of alcoholism, and we lived an entire marriage in the shadow of alcoholism, which, if anybody's done that or is an alcoholic and doing that with somebody else, they know exactly what I mean. It colors
Mhm,
everything in your life.
it does.
You think Kareem is a thing, so is alcohol, urine, whatever it is. It does rule everything about me. Not me, but
Yeah.
yeah, my life through somebody else.
Yep.
So I do have a very, I drink sometimes still, I'll be honest, but I really don't like to be around people that are drinking a lot. I can't relate very well. So, in that regards, I really do like being in a cannabis community because mostly I don't have to deal with people like that anymore. Um, Occasionally, but and I try not to be too judgmental about it because that's my issue. They may have a different issue. I don't know. That's not for me to say. So, but cannabis, I will, and Kitty, I will say this: if there was ever a day where you relapsed, I would never abandon you, never. But
Thank
I'd
you.
sure hope like hell I could influence you away from the alcohol again.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's
Can you hear me?
kind of
Oh, it is
the way I'm
working.
looking at things. Excuse me, dear. What?
I'm sorry, my bubble wasn't showing up, so I was like, uh-oh, I think something happened to my audio. Just me being high.
Well, for future, as soon as I figure out how to do it, um, Kitty Bad Kitty will be a room monitor for my chat. And so, if for a lot of you probably don't know who she is, because she doesn't go to a lot of the other uh, Discord rooms. She
So
kind of sticks to
I'm
hers,
shy.
and yeah, she's shy. She's
Very
a shy
shy.
girl,
Yes. And
but
I'm,
she,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
difficult for me to meet new people because I am so shy. So going into a new room, it's like, uh, I don't know how to explain it.
anxiety causing.
Yeah, the anxiety is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't know because I have seen you go into a room and be spectacular but you didn't stay long. We know what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
talking about, right?
Oh,
She
yeah.
was
I'd have to,
spectacular, but she
yeah.
didn't stay long.
See, and I can mask, um, and go into a room but then I just feel disingenuous. Like it's like
Yes.
a, because
Putting on a show.
I'm putting on a show, exactly. I'm not that
Yes.
outgoing person that I'm a very reserved person, um, most times. Like, yes, I can do it. My job requires me to do it. So, but it's not
Which
my
is true with a
comfort.
lot of people's jobs. It
Yeah,
really
yeah,
is. It really is.
yeah.
But I don't want to be acting like that in my leisure time for sure. For sure, I'd rather have
Yeah.
genuine people. And
Yes.
for the most part, for the people I see in the chat, I've met almost all of them, and of the ones I see over there, they are genuine people. I've not
Wonderful.
seen any facades or artifice where they're concerned. So hope to
That's
see
good.
more of that. And yeah, that's the community I'm trying to keep together, and love seeing you all. I
Well, I'm
really
glad.
do.
I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to be a part of your community, Blue. I love you.
Oh, I
You know
love you
that.
too, Kitty. Hi, Spartan.
And it's,
Spartan Grown just joined you. I referenced you earlier talking about when I was struggling right after the year I broke my hip and I couldn't get my pots up potted, my plants up potted, and you and Emily came through and were such an integral part of my grow that year. Even though you were only out here for 2 days, it was the difference of night and day for my grow. It gave me a chance to regroup my shit, and I ended up with a spectacular grow that year. And thank you. I can say that in person. At that
hey,
point, I'm going to do.
Lobster. I re I'm a fake hillbilly, just figured out how to do the accent. I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
Oh, that is kind of cute.
Yeah. Just figured out
He
how to
is
do
not
it.
a fake hillbilly. That man's a hillbilly.
Excellent. We'd get along great.
Oh, I am certain that you actually, yeah, I know you would get along great. You have the same kind of um, interaction style, I guess is what I would want to say.
Oh,
Observing and kind of laughing about what's going on
yeah.
around you
Yeah. We
without
could be
having to
the
be part of it.
wallflowers. Yeah, we could be the
Be the wall
wallflowers
kind of
together.
not really.
Yeah.
He's not really a wallflower so much as he's just kind of quiet and doesn't. Let's face it. Not to call anybody out, but he lets Thunder Dan do all the showboating, and he just kind of does the snickering in the background. So and the little side
Me
comments. Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
He's
see, I told you,
so
it's similar
he's
styles, similar
hilarious.
styles.
He is a hilarious man. And he can make, I swear to goodness, he can make anybody laugh. Like that
Yes,
man
and
is just, yeah,
yes,
he is
very much.
terrific.
Shout out to Thunder Dan. He does.
Yeah.
He can carry a conversation and he keeps the social group lively. And yeah, and he's sensitive to what's going on too, which is
And has
pretty
everybody
important when you
smiling.
got somebody who lives on their emotions like me. It's like, don't go there, you guys. Oh, you went there. Yeah. Yes, it's so good to see all of you here. It really is. I enjoy this immensely.
Wonderful. I'm so happy that there is so many people. I am not as afraid as I thought I would be. You are correct,
Yes.
Blue. It is very interactive, like the chat room.
Yes. Yeah.
Except for my reception sucks right now.
Yeah. You sound really good coming across to me, so
Okay,
hopefully that is how it is on the also for the because I'm not on the YouTube page. I just
okay.
have the chat on the side, keeping me honest.
Mm.
Again, it's a learning. I'm just learning my controls here, and after talking with Uncle Rick at Let's Be Buds, from the sounds of things, StreamYard, which is the thing I use here, and I do have a subscription, a paid subscription. They're like about doubling up, which maybe they already have, and I just haven't freaking noticed. But I was recommended through Little eBud a different platform that I'm going to check out and see if, and it's like $20 a month as compared to what this is going to go up to like 40 something. So I'm going to check that out.
Wow.
Yes, Big Word says you sound fine, so there you go. Um,
Perfect.
and
Thanks, Big Word.
this little turd's gonna get polished, and we're gonna have a rootin' tootin' high old time. Somebody suggested
Yeah.
I write Billy Strings. This is one I like. Somebody in Discord. This is the love that I get in my group. This is so tiny, so far. And somebody suggested because I like that song more Bud for me. I said, dang, I'd love to have that as a hash time song or bong ripping song, whatever you want to call it. So he said, write to Billy. Maybe he'd let you use it. Yeah, and maybe you come on and let me interview him too, but I don't think so. But I think that would
Hey,
be pretty funny.
there's dreams are made of uh
Uh,
like you could just
actualization.
ask. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all they can do is have a good laugh over at the Billy Strings fan club or whatever the hell would get
Yeah.
that. You know?
Yeah,
Hey, got a
definitely.
bunch of fans that take bong rips on Fridays with me, and sure would like to use that music.
Yeah.
Don't make, yeah, he did not sing it in concert though because as Kitty knows because I played in the Discord and we got our own little song loops and it got a lot of this in it. And then there's bubbling in the background too, and I don't think they figured out yet how to translate that onto a live stage to be able to sing it. Yeah, it's true. I don't know unless I ask, but kind of like winning the lottery, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win the lottery. But you're right. If I don't go at things with a
That's all right. You
positive
gotta buy the ticket to
attitude,
win.
that's what my husband used to say. Like he used to buy and didn't win.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I make
Cute.
plans for when I win the lottery, which I do all the time, but never play the lottery. Um,
Yeah.
I find that therapeutic. But he used to ask me back then why I was making those plans. I said, yeah, but you could win the lottery. And he said, again, why are you making these plans? No, never happened. I never had to put it to the
Yeah.
test.
I
But
did
yeah,
a goal setting thing, and it was saying to write your goals like you don't have any obstacles. And
like you
I
can
was
just make
like,
things happen.
yeah, like you can just make things happen. And I was like, well, son of a gun, look at that. And so the way I wrote my goals was completely different than how I would have ever before. And honestly, like I've never had personal goals. I've had professional goals. Honestly, never did the personal thing.
I kind
But
of am on a personal goal thing right now, and that's just my own self-actualization and growing and finding, you know, evolving my soul a little bit and going on to the next thing. And it sounds easy, but hell, it's not. But setting goals and looking at the big picture is a big part of that. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah. And not like, you know how when you're at work and you're supposed to brainstorm with a group of people and you
Hmm.
can't help but say that's a stupid idea? Well, it's kind of like that, but you're not allowed to tell yourself it's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
And then
No?
it tells you to like break it down uh, in between like 6 months, 1 year, small steps you can do to actually get towards it. And it's like, and I'm talking the smallest of steps. And it's like, yeah, then you pick the smallest of things to do
And then when you hit
every
those
week.
goals, just
Yeah.
keep on going.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Well, I think that the best thing that I've done for myself lately, and it's because I've had to, because I did go through a little bit of a depression here recently where I was just in a funk and I couldn't get out of it. And I had to get up and tell myself great things about myself just to get my ass going correctly in the morning. And if I started out in a bad mood, Kitty can attest, I will just disappear off the Discord. And I told her one day it wasn't even anything this person was saying that was irritating me. It was the way they said the word, uh, the accent that they had. It's like, Jesus Christ, he can't help how he talks. It's his accent. But I had to go away because it was bugging me and I was becoming, uh, I'll say it, mean. Had a mean bone growing in me and I said, it's time to go. Go have some private time with the plants. But part of that is just if I don't get up in a good mood, and I don't try to set my mood at the beginning of the day, it's gonna be a shit day. And I've got so much to be grateful for. Just showing myself gratitude in the morning and go from there. But so many of us don't.
Yeah. We lack self care. Our
Yes, we very
community
much
in
do.
general lacks self care. We tend to take care of others before ourselves, I have
Yep.
found. So
Yes.
it's,
I
yeah,
I don't take it. Yeah. Easy for me to say, hard for me to do, kind of thing.
exactly. Yeah, me too. Hell yeah, me too.
I will say at this point, just so we're all clear on, I am going to have myself a fabulous weekend. Tomorrow is my adult Halloween day at Jumps Genetics is a promoter that's puts on a market and entertainment venue of concerts, and it's actually mixed entertainment. It's got concerts and there's a comedian at the end, and I think it might even have informational in there. I hope there is because I enjoy that too. But it's going to be and there's a costume party. Um, $500 for the best costume, but I'm not actually shooting for that. But I am going to dress up because my inner child says that's a lot of freaking fun. So, if anybody is in the Michigan area, mid Michigan, uh, somewhere around, oh, yeah, about right here. Yeah, because I'm about over here. I have to go up a little bit. Anyway, about an hour from where I'm at, is a pretty good shindig. And I know Spartan Grown is going to be there with Trichome Forge. Um, and I will be stopping and visiting that booth because they've got some excellent concentrates at that booth. A shout out to Trichome Forge and quite a few other vendors. Red Setter Farms will also be there. In fact, I asked Becca if she wanted to come on and talk about the farm today and about proper eating, and because she grows her own vegetables, and as she was telling me the last time I saw her, it took her time, but since she's growing her own vegetables, she learned how to cook and eat her own vegetables, and her diet got way better for it. And that's something that's pretty important for a lot of us out there, because our health needs to be maintained. It so needs to be maintained. Mid mittens is a big word. Yep. Uh, yeah, I guess it's
Men,
mid mitten.
we can't forget about our mental health either. We
No.
have to take care of our mental health. And it is the hardest one. This is directed towards the men. It's
Yep.
very
In fact,
difficult
yeah.
for
In fact,
men.
what I want to say this because it came up in chat. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yes, mental health for the men is important. But J5 out in our chat, I met exactly a year ago at the last Jensen Genetics Halloween party, and it was delightful. He came actually quite a ways. He's farther north, but in the western. He's pinky-ish over here. He's way up. So it was really good to see. And if you can come out tomorrow, that'd be great to see you, man. Cheers to Becca Meets Cannabis. Glad to see you here. I'm very glad to see you here. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to stop talking for a minute and take a good rip.
Nice. Yeah, it's very important to take care of our mental health as well as our physical health.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Becca is going to be at Jum's tomorrow. I don't know. Are you guys going to try for a grilled cheese after dark this year, Becca? There? I'll wait and see if she says yes or not. She might not be there still. At some past events, they do grilled cheese after dark, and it is fabulous.
Sounds
So,
fabulous. Sounds delicious. 'Cause, dude, when I got the
oh,
munchies, that's exactly what I want.
um, well, it is the perfect shakedown street kind of food, and that's where they got the idea from. Is the shakedown streets do the grilled cheese. And this last time they put garlic salt on them too, so they were kind of like grilled cheese with garlic bread. And it was delicious. So I'll do this. I don't know if they're going to have time to do all that because they got to, I mean, it's harvest season. It's hard to do everything. Um, yeah, and also I saw on the IG today, Red Setter Farm had put, not this time. That's all right. I know you guys are really busy right now. I was just saying I saw Red's video on IG of After the Frost, and yeah, you guys have got stuff going on out there. I'm feeling pretty good having a smaller crop right now because this is the hardest part, in my opinion.
Waiting at the end.
Um, well, they've got a lot of harvesting to do. It's the harvest.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
they've got a huge harvest, and I've also my harvest is small this year, but they're doing the event tomorrow, so they also have to prep for that event,
Oh,
in
okay.
addition to what they're also doing over here. And it's one of these things, balls in the air. And they don't have just the cannabis; they got other stuff that they're bringing in too. He was commenting that his peppers took the hit because, of course, the peppers are the hot weather uh, vegetable, and yeah, I imagine that he was showing the leaves were all curled up and dead. But other things like his kale and stuff are still doing really well. So that arugula. Um, been making hot sauce for days. I bet you have. Oh, and I recently went to a get together. Speaking of community mental health, I joined a cookbook club, and I've been in this cookbook club for 6 months, but unable to go because it's at the first of the month, and I'm every month through the summer. I was going to events in the other cannabis world, so we did that, and one of the ladies that I met sent me some hot as fuck chili sauce. So yeah. Between this and what Big Words, lovely wife sent in a care package to me, I should be able to set fire to my belly for a long time to come. So shout out. Ooh, excuse me, I'm having avalanches over here. Um, I would love to stay on and go longer with the show. But Kitty, really, I do want to close out the show with that second part of the clip. It's not bad, I swear to God. I swear to God. May may I? You don't even have to be here for it. You can run and go. I didn't see it.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. I
Is
am going
it?
to go ahead and play
Is it?
part two. Is it what?
As long as it's just me,
Yeah, it's
that's
nobody
fine.
else.
Then it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just you, and you do
It's
show
on the
Blue
travel,
Kiss.
so I will say that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
on my visit, myself and Bullet Man, by the behest of Miss Kitty, are here visiting, and our bongs have been kept immaculate. Immaculate, and I thank you. You've been such a good hostess this weekend. And Manitoba, the thing that impresses me about Manitoba is all of the trees look like happy little trees. They look like Bob Ross is going to be painting them. That is the style of the tree. They're tall and kind of the wavy, the fir tree, the evergreens, and it's just beautiful. Up rivers and the happy little tree over here, and I can just see Bob Ross painting it. I mean, what's really better than that? I mean, his imagination says it all, as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
My
But
bird's
yep,
attacking me.
I
Sorry.
can see all that there. Little bird. Oh, bird, be careful. I almost got you under my arm. That would have been tragic. Oh, now. Ow! Now that was too much. Too much, Lem. Here, you can get up on my knuckle. Don't bite me, though. I want to be on your knuckle. I want to be constructed. Sure. They're funny. Yeah. But also, like I was saying, 5 dogs currently, but that number will be going down as we're adopting out. And we have 2 cats. Wonderful cats. The one I didn't see for the first day and a half. Yeah, it's now actually staying in my room, kind of, so that's nice. I was talking in my ear. That's Paula. That's so appropriate. Paula talking in my ear. Yeah. Who would have thought? Yeah. Yes. Okay.
One after your boobies.
That's fine. Somebody's got your sweetheart. Somebody's got you. And I have just enjoyed meeting all of them up close. For the days that I've been here, I've been out there getting high, going, oh, that looks like fun, but or let's go inside, but when you're on the outside, oh, watch your fingers, because that one will bite.
Yeah, Ozzy.
Yeah. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny in my ear.
Don't wreck her shirt, please. There we go. No, don't bite. There we go.
Better be careful.
Oh, I remember that.
On my shirt, won't I?
I don't know. I just had to move you, baby.
Oh,
let me get you.
Your mommy says you don't bite yet. Well, that was really not. Yeah, she's
Oh,
she
you
don't
just
like
put it
that.
on me. See, it's a lucky poop. Right on my hand. Hey, baby. Mm.
You are a little silly girl. She's going, this is my new Hey, look at her.
Silly boy.
Scooter, don't. Baby, come here, Scooter. Baby. Come here, baby. Oh, she's going after you for some reason. Come here, baby.
She likes my texture is what it is. Cause
Hi, sweetheart.
I hate to say this, but I'm an old woman and I've got good flex on it. It's like a chew toy. I'm serious. I'm serious. That's what she is. Because she was like, hey, look at her. Watch, she's going to do it again.
Come here, sweetheart. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
No, she just wants my, she just likes to crochet. And, I am the best toy so far that you guys have been
Right?
bringing in here.
Ever. Please don't break that.
Oh, I just got wet. Did I get pooped on?
Or,
Or
no,
just
you got bathed on.
Oh, okay, that's better than pooped on. That'll dry. That might have been poop.
That little red mark here. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're okay. But I think our time here is over.
Yeah. Now that they're bathing around us, the camera's gonna get wet.
As long as it stays to be bathing and that other thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you want the lighter too? Okay. Here you go. Here. Oh my God.
Come here. Come here.
I saw a Hitchcock movie that was similar to this. Called The Birds. I know
Sorry
my
about that shot,
granddaughter
guys.
is going to just love seeing all of these birds.
Yeah. Oh, Ozzy. I know that you like these out there. Oh, Lemmy, come here, baby. Come on. Good boy. Up you go. Sit down.
Some up close ones. This one must be stoner eyes flying right around my head right now.
Come on, then step up, Lemmy.
Stoner eyes
Good boy.
right there.
Step up, Lemmy. Oh, shit. Scooter.
Ozzy.
Lemmy. Come on, baby. Good boy. Okay, now we can dash. I believe. We're still good? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Jesus, are you okay?
Yep, I slid there. That's all.
I found your lighter.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I didn't check just to make sure I didn't have any birds on me. We're
No, you're good.
good.
I was having to hurt her quick as I went on. Oh shit, did I have it on me? There's my girl. My girl. She says, don't put me on film. Don't put me on film. That's Blue Kiss. Blue Kiss is a Pirouette. And Blue Kiss is by herself because she is very, very tiny. If you could see her next to another bird. She is dinky, but she's so beautiful. But she's also got a wounded beak because she got attacked when they first got her. They did not like her in their cage. And then over here is Doc. Doc is the dude we were talking about before. Doc is a beautiful guy. But Doc will fuck you up. You see the red underneath on him? Oh, just lovely. And that's just going to get deeper and more, so he's going to lose most of that green.
He's actually rare for Manitoba. He is a rose-fronted conure.
A rose-fronted conure.
Yeah. And he came from Ontario, actually.
Oh, did I accidentally stop that?
Lives on the travel, though, I will say that.
No, I'm sorry. That was the end of it. Sorry. Well, that's the show, you guys. I'm so glad y'all came out. And I will see you at the shit show. Hi, Thunder Dan. I didn't see you come on in. I will see you at the shit show, although I think I might be staying in the audience. We'll see. I haven't hit the paper yet. I might change my mind. Talk to you later. Love you guys all.